my name's Jennifer Ford. I own Premium Goods in Houston, Texas, in the Rice Village, and we are entering our 20th year of business. In 2004, I lived in New York, and I worked as a buyer for Lord & Taylor. It was a great job. I enjoyed it, but I kept seeing a glass ceiling, and I missed home. I love Houston. It's where my family's from and where I was born and raised. So I was looking for a way to come home. And at the same time, my friend had just opened a sneaker boutique in Brooklyn. It was the first in Brooklyn. And I loved seeing him be an entrepreneur and his journey. And I thought this was something amazing. And I wanted to bring my love for sneakers home, one, to my city, and two, to be closer to my family. And most of all, to be an entrepreneur, to work for myself. At my job, I had seen a glass ceiling, and I knew that there was more for me out there than to work under someone else. Since embarking on my journey, I've faced a lot of challenges, whether it be in the industry or personal. Personal, I would have to say that it was hard at first for me to fully believe in myself and know my self-worth and what I was capable of. But over the years, through building a wonderful network of friends and other people in the industry, I learned that I have a lot to offer. And when united with a great team, magic happens. In my industry, it was a bit challenging because I'm the only Black female who owns a sneaker boutique in this country. And there weren't a lot of people like me, whether it's just being a female or being a person of color or being both, that it was a challenge to let my voice be heard and let people know that I had something to offer and I wasn't going anywhere. Networking is kind of a funny word for me because I like to think of it as I'm meeting friends along my journey. So it's not necessarily when I meet people what they can do for me, but a lot of times I like to think of how we can partner and create a better work environment and a better system for each other. It's been amazing to meet a lot of really cool and insightful people along my journey, and I think it's helped both me and I'd like to think it helped others as well. I like to define success as the happiness that I feel when either myself or my team and I have completed a project. It's a beautiful thing when you conceptualize something and you see the finished product of it. And so that excitement that I feel or the joy I feel when holding it or seeing it or just celebrating the thing we accomplished is what I define as success. The advice I would give to someone aspiring to do the same thing I'm doing is to believe in yourself, build a strong team, trust others, to just have fun. So many things in life put a lot of pressure on us, and for as much time and energy that we put into our careers, it should be something you love and you enjoy, and you can be your authentic self in. We have recently purchased property in the Heights to do a second location, which is exciting to me because for 20 years I've been a tenant, and so now we get to plant a flag and create our own stake into our city. Maintaining a work-life balance while pursuing my goals, I have to say, along the years has not been easy. When I opened my store, I was 26 and single, and over the time I've just added on to my family, whether it be my husband or my two kids. But the thing that comes to mind that really helps me, and I have to remind myself on a daily basis, is to be where my feet are, to live in the moment and experience each thing as it's happening. So the Jennifer who you see at work is not necessarily the Jennifer at home. I try to show up and be there for not only for myself, but for everyone who's around and the capacity that they need me. I have to say that the pivotal moment in my life that shaped my career and my business was the first time I became a mother. Before that, I was in my store every day. It was my first child. I unlocked the doors and opened every morning and closed every evening. And that was the first time where I had to be away, and giving up the control and trusting others was not easy for me. But it was the time where my eyes were open to realize that I have a wonderful team who loves my first baby and their baby, which is our store, as much as me. And now I have to say it's great. I go into work and I feel like I'm leading, but they're actually leading me and helping me become better, which is great. So as scary as it was to give up that control and to be a mom, being a mom's already very scary, but as scary as it was comforting to know that we're here to stay.